Good Thursday morning, November 4th, 2021. Appalachian Trail southbound hike day number 92. Spent the night here at the Cornelius Creek shelter. I got a big day ahead of me today. I think it's something like 24 miles. And I didn't get off started as early as I thought I would because it was freaking cold. Because I'd have to guess it's in like the 30s right now. It is chilly. Especially for Virginia. Was not expecting this early in the hike. Well, it's not early in the hike, but this soon. Figured as I headed south I would stay warm, but I seem to have brought the winter with me. I wanted to share my thoughts on trail names. Since it's been 3 months, over 1,400 miles that I've hiked, and I haven't gotten a trail name. I kind of attribute that to being southbound and starting this hike by myself and only really having spent maybe 5 days total over this whole 92 days so far hiking with somebody. And when I get to camp, you know, I set up, I end up chit-chatting at a picnic table if there's people there. I make my dinner, eat my dinner, and then I go to bed. I haven't really done too many things with other hikers, you know, excursions to town, and so I think that kind of explains why I haven't gotten a trail name yet. And I almost wonder if being northbound, since the success rate is a lot lower for northbounders, if there's more of an urgency to get a trail name, to establish a trail name early on in your hike. That way you have a way to identify it. It becomes more of a time in your life. And if by chance a northbounder doesn't complete their hike, they at least have this name, which, you know, helps signify that time or that choice that they made to go hiking. Where for me, I kind of wanted the idea of a trail name, but I didn't want to give myself a trail name. I wanted to earn it, let's say, air quotes there. And ever since I met this older gentleman, Al Learned, whose trail name is Al, I've kind of taken a little pride in the fact that I haven't gotten a trail name, because it shows that my hike has been pretty much a solitary experience. I've definitely interacted with people. I've made some new friends, but the bulk of my 8 to 10 hours each day is spent by myself out in these woods, exploring the countryside. And I feel like I'm the same person out here as I will be back home. I'm not going to turn down a name if it is well earned, but at this point, I'm kind of proud to be Zach Boston. That's my trail name. That's my name. That's who I am. So that's my thoughts on trail names. That may change, but for now, that's what I'm thinking. Switchback number 7,594. I guess I can't complain. It takes the steepness out of the trail, but it definitely adds a lot of miles. I'm gonna check out this shelter. This is the nicest shelter I've ever seen. It's got windows in it. It's got multiple porches, benches, and there's a second floor up there. Let's take a look inside. Look at some of the work here too. These are notched in and there's wood pins holding it in. All this joinery is with wooden dowels and slots cut into the wood. Got windows in the back, skylight, so it keeps it pretty well lit in here. There's an upstairs. I wish I had stayed here. This would have been awesome. You can see notched in with pins. Even these go in and they're pinned. A huge space up here. Dedication plaque. That's just incredible. Even these pieces right here, look at this notch made in to hold this piece on. This is incredible. So I didn't see it at first, but that's what it is. The Bryant Ridge Shelter. Another feature over here. Look at how they splice this board because it spans, or timber, because it spans this whole section here. It's just so cool in here. You could fit so many people. And if you really needed to, you could slide underneath there. Not too bad. There's been some days where while I'm hiking, I'll stop for a break at a shelter. And that shelter is awesome. It's like the one I just showed you. That'd be so cool to stay there. But I've only gone like 5 miles today. So I'm not gonna stop just to stay at a shelter when I got another 21 miles to go. But that was wicked cool. Some craftsmanship went into making that thing. Look at all that pink. Almost at my spot for lunch break, but I got this nice view right here. Check at that. I just wonder if I should just eat lunch right here. It's like full foliage off in the distance. It's like a little bit of a view. Sun's coming out too. That's welcome. Oh, look at that. You can see the lines of foliage in that mountain there. Ooh, it's nice in the sun. Feels good. I'm going that way. The abundant pine over there, all the green. Interesting. That's weird. Must have been something that burned all the trees, because you can see like old dead branches and stuff coming up, and then just this swath of pine in there. Huh. Well, it's after 4 o'clock. I got a couple miles left. Not fully decided yet if I'm gonna go to Bobble's Gap shelter or if I'm just gonna stealth camp somewhere up on this ridge, because I'm walking this ridge for a good while. The Blue Ridge Parkway is to my left, but according to Gut Hook, there's only like one good tent site at that shelter, and it's a 0.25 downhill to get to it. So I don't know. I grabbed a bunch of water at the last water spot so I can stop wherever I need to. I'm not going to be able to make the 25.6 mile day that I was originally thinking, because I started way too late. The golden hour has arrived. It's about 5:35. Still hiking. Looking for a stealth site. I was hoping to find something where I could see the sunset or the sunrise tomorrow, since I'm hiking along a ridge right here. Colors are so pretty. Well, I found a pretty damn good stealth site just as the sun's about to poke behind the mountain there. It's one of the flattest spots around, given that I'm walking on a ridge. But you can't beat that view. Now time for dinner.